Okay, as we go into chapter 5 material, I want to go over what a typical oral essay question would be like for topic 5.1. And this is the general background. We're looking for protocol. The example you get may be somewhat different from this. So often we see a four-term expression and we're asked to factor this by the grouping method. So as you look at this, you see, are there any common factors in anything? Well, if this one would have had a 3, there would have been a common factor of 3, but this one doesn't. This one has an A here, this one has an A there, an X and an X. And so part of the protocol is you study it. You take a moment, you pause, you look at it, and you say, well, okay, but now, so in grouping, we're thinking of, and you can actually do this, just look at the first two terms, and then perhaps the last two terms. Now, is there a common factor in these first two terms? And you might say, yes, there's a common X there. So you put the X out here, and then what's left when you factor that X out? Well, you got an A minus 3B. And looking at the second two terms, you might say, is there a common factor? And yes, you could take a positive 3y out of each term. And then what's left? Well, you have an A minus 3b. So now we see we have a two-termed example, and as part of each term, there is a binomial common factor. So we can take that common factor out, put it here, and there's different ways of doing this. And then you bring these other two factors, and you now have successfully factored this four-term expression into two binomial factors through the process of grouping. So this is the protocol we're looking for. And when we give you your specific example, we'd want you to be familiar with this protocol. Okay, we'll wrap it up.